Good morning. Mike Mulhern from MikeMulhern'sNASCAR. On the way to Los Motor Speedway Saturday morning for the 500 tonight. Another Jimmy Johnson special, I'm sure. Like Junior Johnson says, he can't beat a man when he's on top of his game. Junior ought to know. He was on top of his game for a long time. And Jimmy and Chad Canals, his crew chief, hey, you're going to have to go a long ways to beat them. Now, the script might say Mark Martin beats Jimmy Johnson to win the championship. Nice script. And Jeff Gordon is all but giving the championship to Jimmy after last weekend's run at California. Good track for Jeff. Just couldn't beat his teammate. And that was frustrating. Jimmy's just great. Sorry, might be the best driver in NASCAR history when it's all over. Could have won 8 straight championships now. I mean, literally, 8 straight championships. Well, we were talking to Junior yesterday about a lot of things. He just got inducted into the newest Hall of Fame. I can't keep track of all these Hall of Fames, except this one, NASCAR says they're going to really promote. I mean, really promote. Well, that's good. It's downtown Charlotte, good place. There are only 5 guys in the first Hall of Fame. I mean, how much money do you want to pay for a ticket to see 5 inductees? And Junior and Richard Petty are the only 2 that are still around to talk to, shake hands with, get an autograph from. Me, I had to put all 82 from the National Motorsports Hall of Fame in Darlington in this Hall of Fame here. We spent 45 years voting those guys in. Long list of legends. Hey, I do want to ask a question to somebody about why Annie B. France is not in the Hall of Fame down there, or any Hall of Fame as best I can tell. Annie B., Bill Sr.'s wife, she kept the books, she kept things going. She's a Hall of Famer. I had to put her in this class. But heck, people out here at the racetrack probably don't even know who Dale Earnhardt Sr. was, much less Annie B. Heck, they probably don't even remember Billy Jr. Well, we'll see if the Hall of Fame can spark some interest in the crowd out here. Got the TV ratings from California? Bad. More than bad. Maybe the worst they've ever had out there. A 3.6. And TV ratings in general this fall are up. For shows, especially football, but not NASCAR. A 3.6. Let's put that in perspective. The February race, same speedway, same kind of boring racing. 2 years ago, pulled a 6.7. Last year, pulled a 6.2. This year, pulled a 6.0. Still not bad. If you're over 6 with a NASCAR race, you're okay. So where does that 3.6 come in this last time? Beautiful fall weather. Crowd was so-so for the economic conditions. So they're staying home and watching it on TV? Not a chance. Something's going wrong here. I think it's the product. Marketing. What told me there's a real serious problem with the product on the track is that Gillian Zucker, who runs California Speedway, says she gets them to the track, but they don't come back. Renewal rates are very low, she said. That to me says the product needs to be tweaked. We talked to Junior about that yesterday. Junior Johnson, not Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dale Earnhardt Jr. had a whole lot to say about a lot of things. None of it very good. He's getting very, very frustrated. I'm starting to think that maybe he should have stayed at DEI. Maybe we'll ask Teresa that if we see her again. We were talking to Junior Johnson about the Jimmy Johnson, NASCAR, mediocre TV ratings, small crowd situation. Jimmy is sort of making things kind of boring. He's a great guy. Jenny, his wife, super. You couldn't ask for a better neighbor, a better driver. But I mean, where's the fire? I know that 72 feud between Richard Petty and Bobby Allison was probably a little over the top, to say the least, but, well, we need a little more spark. Kyle Busch has given up on everything since he didn't make the chase. Greg Biffle's getting a little rowdy. That might help out. Me, I'm thinking that maybe Joey Logano should paint his car orange and black for Halloween. Hey, maybe he should be the bad guy. We got to have a bad guy. I don't mean like a bad guy. But I mean the guy wearing the black hat. The guy's got to push somebody out of the way. The guy that ain't going to take it off you. He's going to give it right back. You used to have sport filled with those guys. Bobby Isaac, Buddy Baker, Cale Yarborough. I tell you, you ran them into the wall one time, you better hold on to the steering wheel real tight because they were coming back after you. I remember even Terry Labonte did that one time up at Bristol. He had his crew spend 2 hours fixing his car. So we got there, take one lap, put a dude in the wall, and pack it up and go home. I don't know if NASCAR even fined him for that. Anyway, we were talking with Junior, and Junior says that NASCAR needs to loosen up on the rules. Now, stop laughing. Okay, this is Junior Johnson, who's notorious. I mean, he was at it longer than Smokey Unick, and we all know about Smokey and the car without the gas tank that drove all the way around the racetrack or whatever it was. But Junior has a point. He suggests they slow the cars down, which we've been saying right here on MikeMulhern'sNASCAR for a long time, and we're not alone. Robert Yates was saying that 15 years ago, and NASCAR still hasn't listened. Slow the cars down, bunch them up, and give the crew chiefs a little more leeway on the rules. Well, maybe not Chad Knaus and Alan Gustafson. I think they probably push the rules a little bit themselves right now, but give everybody a little leeway. And open up testing, do something. I mean, we got no little guys anymore. I was talking to Robbie Gordon last weekend. He's getting very depressed. A one-guy team, he gets to do one tire test. Now, a tire test these days means you get one full day of testing on a good tire at the racetrack you're going to race on, like Dover. And then the next day, you do the tire test for Goodyear. From Goodyear's standpoint, they want to make sure you got your car right. Sure, gives them a better test. But if you're the guy chosen to do the tire test, that means you get one free day of testing at the very track on something very close to the right tire. Jack Roush, Rick Hendrick, all the teams they've got, they can trade data back and forth. Robbie Gordon, hey, he's got himself. And the only tire test he says he went to was the one in Indianapolis that everybody went to. Might have a point. I got a story on MikeMulhern'sNet about that. Don't know if it all rings together the way that Jeff Burton and some of those guys are talking, but it's a point worth considering. We've got a lot of points worth considering on MikeMulhern'sNet. Check it out. We gave our card to Junior. We'll see what he has to say. Mike Mulhern for MikeMulhern'sNet, ready to crown Jimmie Johnson a 4th straight champion.